Good evening. Welcome to the 2024 Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy commencement. We are excited to celebrate all of these young people here today. As the principal of the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy, it is a pleasure for me to introduce the two salutatorians for the 2024 class. I'll start by introducing Violet Mercy Frank, who is one of the salutatorians this year. Violet is graduating from the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy's 2D art concentration with a cumulative high school GPA of 4.080. She has earned over $800,000 in scholarships, and she will be attending Saginaw Valley State University to study marketing next year. Next, I would like to introduce our other salutatorian, Harman Singh, for the class of 2024. Harman is graduating from the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy Math and Science concentration. Harman has earned over $405,000 in scholarships. He has a cumulative GPA of 4.080, and his passion for science is leading him to the University of Michigan to study neuroscience in the pre-med program. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to bring up the two salutatorians, Violet and Harman, to the podium.
Good evening. My name is Violet Mercy.
And my name is Harman Singh.
And we are the salutatorians of the class of 2024. As the Master of Ceremonies for this program, I would like to welcome all of you to the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy Class of 2024 Commencement Program. To the guests both on the stage and in the audience, I would like to thank you for all you've done to support us. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. And to my fellow graduates, congratulations to all of you. I'm honored to have spent the past 4 years with you and to graduate alongside you today. It is my pleasure to open the program by introducing to you our distinguished guests sitting on and around the stage. After all the introductions, join us in standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. At this time, I would like to recognize those joining me here on the platform and our honored guests this evening. Please stand and be recognized as you are introduced. I am now happy to present visiting members of the Saginaw Board of Education and Central Office Administration. First, I would like to introduce our members of the Boards of Education and ask them to stand when I call their name, beginning with Dr. Charles Coleman, President, Mrs. Janet Nash, Vice President, Ms. Vera Harrison, Secretary, Ms. Ruth Ann Knapp, Treasurer, Mrs. Maddie Thompson, Trustee, Mrs. Joyce Seals, Trustee, and Mr. Kevin Rooker, Trustee. On behalf of the class of 2024, we would like to commend you on the work that you do for the Saginaw Public School District, and we welcome and thank you for joining us in celebrating another class of SASA graduates. Now it is with great pleasure that I introduce one of our greatest supporters of the Saginaw Public School students and ask him to please stand. Dr. Ramont Roberts, Superintendent of Saginaw Public Schools. Dr. Roberts' support and commitment to making Saginaw schools the best in the Great Lakes Bay region and in the state have not gone unnoticed. We deeply appreciate and are delighted to have you here tonight to honor our graduates and their proud families. Thank you, Dr. Roberts, for all that you have done as superintendent and for all that you do for the children of this amazing district and community. Next, I would like to recognize the Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Curriculum, Instruction, and Athletics, and ask him to stand. Dr. Mitt Foley, a longtime administrator in the Saginaw Public Schools. He always supports SASA and is committed to make Saginaw Public Schools great. The class of 2024 wants to thank you for supporting all of SASA's initiatives that support student learning. Thank you for your hard work and dedication that you exercise within this district each day. Lastly, I would like to present Mrs. Rachel Reed, Principal, and Mr. Jeremiah Kraniak, Assistant Principal of the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy. They have guided us through many endeavors with their support and insight, helping us to win awards on the local, state, and national levels. Mrs. Reed and Mr. Kraniak, thank you for your assistance in giving us a head start on our careers and our lives. At this time, would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem?
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
this time, I would like to have you join me in welcoming Mrs. Nash to the podium for her remarks on behalf of the Saginaw Board of Education. Mrs. Nash.
Thank you, Herman. Thank you, everyone who's gathered here today, my fellow members of the board, our administrators from the district, our leadership from SASA, all our friends, not the least of which are students who are graduating here at SASA today. It's a pleasure to be here and speak on behalf of my fellow board members in the Saginaw School District. My name is Janet Nash. I'm a former administrator, now retired, a former principal here at SASA, and a parent before I began that role. And SASA is very near and dear to my heart. If anybody knows me, they know I live and bleed burgundy and blue. Before I begin, I especially want to mention Dr. Charles Coleman, our board president, who was unable to be here today to deliver his board commencement address, and his best wishes for all those who are gathered here. He had been looking forward to sharing with you for months his thoughts. We are holding him in our hearts for positive progress in the weeks ahead. Thank you to our SPSD board members and to Dr. Roberts and his dedicated team for your collective work in getting these graduates across the finish line by supporting them and our teaching and learning teams, our families, and in turn, by supporting a strong future for all of our community. To the graduates of the class of 2024, class, you've been through it, haven't you? Your presence here on the stage tonight is a true testament to your fortitude, your courage, your absolute grit in completing your classes and your assignments under some of the most challenging conditions any students ever faced in completing half of their years of high school. Attending classes virtually in a hybrid fashion, every other day in person, as freshmen, check. Wearing masks every day and having to sit 3 feet apart in your classes and apart from your friends at lunch, check. Coping with 2 years of construction here adjacent to SASA as juniors and seniors, check. Completing your last days of senior year this year online, we're sincerely sorry this was necessary, but still, check. But here you are today, accomplished, proud, smarter, stronger. And wow, will you have stories to tell your own kids when they complain about how hard school was for them. You have learned that the ultimate power of success comes not from outside of us, but from within. You have shown that you have what it takes. You have set an example for those who come behind you to see what can be achieved in the face of hard circumstances when there is a strong will to succeed. I say this not only for your own self, but I also wish to echo this for your administrators, your teachers, our district support staff, and your families that also rode to the challenges the pandemic created in all of our lives and for supporting you through all the difficulties that followed. You will be remembered as the class of 2024 for these and for so many other things. There are too many to mention here, but these achievements are deeply reflected in your earned awards and scholarships, and in your college and post-secondary program admissions. Your preparation and your goals reflect the outstanding humans that you are already. You are a class with class. You are a class with courage. You are a class we can all admire. You are simply the best of the best, and we hold you up in our respect, our love, and our hope for your futures. Continue to make the good choices you have made for yourself these past 4 years. Maintain your grit. Strive to achieve and dare to fail in order to learn even further how you can succeed. Your investment in you is worth it because you are a priceless part of the future for us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Nash, for your insightful words. The class of 2024 appreciates your words of wisdom. Now, I would like to have you join me as I welcome Dr. Foley to the podium for his remarks as the Superintendent of Saginaw Public Schools. Dr. Foley.
Thank you. I just want to say assistant. I'm not the big guy, but thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, class of 2024. Esteemed members of the Board of Education, Principal Reed, Assistant Principal Mr. Kraniak, Dr. Ramont Roberts, our Superintendent of Schools, dedicated faculty, proud parents, students. Y'all gotta give your parents a round of applause. Parents, a round of applause. We'll talk about that. And all of our distinguished guests. It is a profound honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of the class of 2024. Tonight, we recognize not only the hard work and dedication of our graduates, but also the unwavering support and guidance from all those who have played a vital role in their journey. Firstly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Board of Education for their steadfast commitment to our student success. Our board's vision and leadership have been instrumental in creating an environment where excellence thrives. To Principal Reed and Assistant Principal Kraniak, thank you for your inspiring leadership and your tireless efforts in nurturing our students' talents and aspirations. Your dedication has been a beacon of light, and you are truly appreciated. The Superintendent Ramont Roberts, who is not here tonight, we want to thank him for his visionary leadership and his dedication to our school district. His efforts have laid a strong foundation for our student success, and we're grateful for all of his guidance. To our parents and families, thank you for your unwavering support, encouragement, and sacrifices. Make no mistake about it, your love and your belief in your children have been the foundation upon which they have built their success. This day is as much a celebration of your dedication as it is their achievements. Class of 2024, today marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. As students of a gifted and talented program, you have continually pushed the boundaries of what is possible. And I'm incredibly proud, and we are all proud of each and every one of you. Your journey has been one of curiosity, one of innovation, and resilience. You have not only excelled academically, but have also demonstrated the power of creativity and critical thinking. These traits are not just the hallmarks of your success here, but they are the very skills that will guide you through the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. As you prepare to embark on the next chapter of your lives, I want to remind you of a few key principles that will serve you well. Firstly, embrace your uniqueness. Your talents and abilities set you apart, and the world needs your unique perspective. Do not be afraid to stand out. Do not be afraid to be different, and to challenge the status quo. It is through your distinctness that you will make a lasting impact. Secondly, never stop learning. The world is constantly evolving, and the ability to adapt and grow is essential. Stay curious, seek out new knowledge, and be open to new ideas. Your education does not end here, it is a lifelong journey. Thirdly, take risks and take safe risks, and embrace failure as a part of the learning process. Innovation often comes from taking bold steps into the unknown. Do not fear failure. Instead, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. That's grit that Ms. Nash was talking about. Fourthly, use your talents for the greater good. Each of you have been given extraordinary gifts. And with that comes responsibility, and that is to make a positive difference in the world that you live in. Whether through science, through art, through technology, or any other field, strive to contribute to the betterment of society. Lastly, always believe in yourselves. You have already accomplished so much, and you are capable of even greater things. Trust in your ability, have confidence in your decisions, and know that you have the power to shape your future. As you leave the Saginaw Arts and Science Academy, remember that you carry with you the legacy of excellence that defines this school. You are not just the leaders of tomorrow, you are the change makers of today, and the future is bright because of you. Again, congratulations to the class of 2024. Go forward and we wish you the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Foley, for your kind words as you continue to support the everlasting success of Saginaw Public Schools. At this time, SASA's High School Band, directed by Mr. Matthew Corrigan, will play a musical selection called Chorale from Jupiter. Mrs. Reed will now come forward to address the class of 2024.
Good evening again. Superintendent Roberts, Dr. Foley, Board of Education, staff, and most importantly, the class of 2024. I'm excited to be the leader here at Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy. These young people who are sitting here before you have had some major accomplishments over their years here at SASA. To the parents and guardians of our graduating seniors, words cannot express my deepest appreciation and gratitude for your continued support and involvement in our school. All of your support and parent engagement is what sets SASA apart from all the other schools in the area. The active involvement, intense care that you invest in these young people's education allows our staff to provide them with enriching experiences. Please know, parents, you need to continue that support as they move forward into their next journey in life. Yes, students, they're still going to be around. All right? As I reflect over the past year, the leadership demonstrated by our seniors has made a huge impact on SASA's student body. Class of 2024 has been a challenging year, but the class of 2024 has conquered every challenge we have put in front of them. I cannot be more proud of this class of 53 students. The class of 2024, despite the challenges that we have faced, has continued to strive to do the best they possibly can. We ranked 5th in the state of Michigan for high schools this year. These young leaders that are sitting up here today have a vision for their fellow students that will still be here at SASA. And their community reaches beyond the walls of the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy. This graduating class has accomplished many things both inside and outside of our classrooms. Our students have repeatedly demonstrated strong moral character, commitment, patience, and pride in their school and community in order to get here today. From scholarly athletes to advanced placement students to collectively over 4,000 community service hours of this year's class, academic achievements and accomplishments of personal educational goals have been the focus for these young people sitting up here today. I am proud to say that the class of 2024 has amassed over $11.8 million in scholarships and are still counting. In fact, tonight we're going to have 2 special scholarships presented. Our graduates are heading to universities near and far. The education that they have received at the Saginaw Public Schools and SASA has equipped them and prepared them for that next journey. At this time, I would like to recognize the top 3 students at the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy for 2024. These students have the highest GPAs. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Niloy Islam, our valedictorian. I would like to also introduce our salutatorian, Violet Mercy Frank. And Harmon Singh. In addition, I would like to award 2 additional students an award. This award is something that we select each year for our Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy students. They are called the Outstanding Citizens Awards. Our staff gets together every year, students apply for this, and our faculty determines who are the 2 top outstanding students based on the criteria. These 2 students do not know they're being awarded a scholarship today. So at this time, I would like Emma Cato to please come to the podium. Congratulations. And Jasmine Singh. These two students have received a scholarship that is in the envelope today. In addition, their names will be put on the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy Outstanding Student plaque that hangs in our walls. Congratulations. And I have one more final award that came in, and that is from the state of Michigan. The award that I have is an Ambassador's Award for the United Nations Global Goal for dedicating over 261 hours of community service for sustainable cities and community, gender equality, good health and well-being, and community. At this time, I would like to recognize Miss Addison Wagner. Please come to the She has received not only the national award, but also the State of Michigan award. Congratulations. And at this time, I will now have Harmon come back to the podium.
At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Mitt Foley, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Curriculum and Instruction and Athletics for the Saginaw Public Schools, and Mrs. P to conduct the presentation of diplomas.
Ms. Reed, principal of the Saginaw Arts and Science Academy, will now present the senior class for graduation.
Dr. Foley and members of the 2024 senior class at the Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy have completed the necessary requirements for the state of Michigan and for the Saginaw Board of Education. On behalf of the faculty and Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy, I recommend the SASA class of 2024 be granted their diplomas.
Ms. Reed, on behalf of the Board of Education, I accept your recommendation and will ask Dr. Roberts and the other board members to please come up and present diplomas.
Sienna Asiala. Gerald Bailey. Sharmitha Banzala. Emma Bacchus Konechka. Jonah Birnbaum. Leah Bremer. Dakota Brown. Cade Coonan. Aubrey Cormier Sewell. Alexander Curry. Sydney Curtis. Anthony Dowd. Mason Dreesen. Jackson Doobie. Gabriel Gibson. Marcelo Gonzalez. Alexei Gorche. Abigail Grifka. Gavin Gutierrez.
Emma Guza. Gavin Wizdala. Miranda Hernandez. Niloy Islam. Lanaya Jones. Faylin Joyner. Emma Cato. Unwin Kaur. Kellen Mahar. Caitlin Mann. Violet Mercy Frank. Isabella Miller. Jet Miller. Alexandra Morrison. Shania Noel. Ricardo Pastor. Dev Patel. Sincere Poe. Elizabeth Poineau. Matthew Price.
Lydia Schneider. Harman Singh. Jasmine Singh. Hudson Strayer. Elsa Thomas. Brooke Toshe. Hader Tula. Addison Wagner. Cora Wedding. Abby Huang.
Let's give one more round of applause for the class of
Congratulations, everyone. Well done. At this time, it is an honor to present to you one of the most well-rounded, thoughtful, humble, humorous, and outstanding students I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. In addition to being named valedictorian by virtue of a 4.095 GPA, he has earned over $440,000 in scholarships, volunteered hundreds of hours in the community, and has received many awards to recognize his talent and hard work over his years at SASA. Niloy will be attending the University of Michigan this fall, and he will be studying neuroscience in the pre-med program. It is my absolute pleasure to present to you our senior class speaker and valedictorian for the class of 2024, Mr. Niloy Islam.
Good evening, estudiantes, padres, y maestros, y la administración. Congratulations to the class of 2024 of Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy. Hooray, we made it. I would first like to thank all my teachers, Saginaw Public School Administration, staff for making SASA a very successful place for any kind of student. SASA is the true role model of diversity and inclusion. Special thanks goes to our principal, Mrs. Reed, and vice principal, Mr. Jeremy, and with collaboration with the teachers, making SASA number 5 in the state in 2024. And also a personal thanks to all the teachers, concentration and non-concentration, for making my learning experience here at SASA memorable and personable. I'm definitely going to miss this when I go to college. And my heartfelt thanks goes to my parents and relatives who have attended this ceremony today. And during my high school career, my parents were always there by my side, motivating me, and they were always there flying over me like a helicopter. Even though they didn't to me, I deeply respect them and bless. She has definitely taught me a thing or two about the concept of innocence. And last but not least, I would like to thank all my friends here who are sitting on the stage for the lifetime memories we've made. SASA was like a second family to me, a second home. And even though we part directions, always remember the people who were with you at SASA and who had fun with you along the way. And I would like to start by recalling our high school experience, which we started on Zoom. Like normally in high school, you get yo yo bro, not bro, like shaking hands or dapping up or whatever. But instead, we just stoically stared at our friends in tiny little boxes on Zoom. And I'm never gonna forget Mr. Morningstar. I'd swivel in my chair and throw my pencil around. And due to your classes, I can't stop analyzing TV shows. Like I'm always looking for symbolism in things. And Dr. Allen, I'm definitely gonna miss you. I loved your teaching style, and you always taught me to value the intrinsic value of learning in general, rather than solely focusing on the results attached. And I unfortunately had my first AP that year, which was AP Physics 1, which is a big ouch. But Mr. Barnes always said to have a positive mindset. And then during my 9th grade year, I also had my first college board test, the PSAT, and that was pretty cool. It was a college board all official and stuff. But I got to see my friends too, so that was great. And our sophomore year, more APs for the many of us. We're finally back to in-person school. And someone with a photographic memory, I'm not going to mention Mr. O's name, has revealed my address to the class. And that was pretty awesome. And thank you for all the graduating SASA alumni who were in my concentration classes for making my learning experience very fun and like silly and very memorable. And Mr. Kowalski, I'm gonna miss the quotient rule, your version, Bodhi High minus hypo all over ho-ho, because I definitely ho-ho at that joke. And I'm also gonna miss your question from the boy events, because you know, even though I'm gone, I'm always gonna have questions for you. And junior year, yes, the roller coaster of our high school experience. 5 APs, 5 bodies, right? I do remember we were all known over kilojoules of AP Chem preparation. Though apes, as the younger generation calls it, it's not the monkey, that was a breeze. Mr. Miller, you gave us what you eagerly promised, 4s and 5s. And Mrs. Warlock, I'm always going to remember these 2 acronyms, Molelic and MOWOW, because now I can write essays with sophistication, and hopefully earn a sophistication point one day, even though I already finished taking the exams. And this was also the year when we sat for being sad. 3 hours of sensory agony, you Nate Watson, and a sea of A, B, C, and D bubbles. And finally, senior year, home to the notorious college apps and Common App essays. We all rushed and yelped like dogs and cats for that acceptance letter, singing out, U to the M to the I to the C, that's you, Mitch. Well, any other dream college as well, that you went to. And New Orleans my first national experience. That was pretty interesting. Lots of hustle and bustle, the cathedral lecture, pretty cool stuff, and sleeping with red siders at 2 a.m. in a hotel. Yeah, well, that was quite an experience. And now, as introduced by this ceremony, the next step is college, work, or life, or whatever your path is. And I like to compare this with a Hanoi Towers game that I have at my home. So in this game, there are 9 discs stacked up in decreasing size, initially at the center, and the goal is to move all 9 discs to any of the other side poles. And you cannot have larger discs over smaller discs. And this takes 511 moves. And it took me a really long time to do. And yeah, along the way, you're always gonna see discs in very unfavorable positions, so you have to manipulate them around. And I like to think of this as life because in life, we're always gonna face some sort of an obstacle, such as time, money, relationships, etc. And there are many simple ways to overcome these kinds of issues, but the one thing that will always help you and keep you going is your internal will, your internal passions, and your deep values and motivations, because that abstract, intangible part of yourself is what never goes away, and hopefully stays with you all your life amidst the chaotic physical conditions. And let the sunset, like occurring in Saginaw, be a symbol for the sunrise tomorrow, as we, the class of 2024, will shine in our respective fields. And yes, I strongly do believe that. And lastly, on behalf of my class, I would like to say goodbye to the previous Montgomery Bookstore, the Center of the Arts and Sciences, and finally, our beloved Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy. Congratulations, and go Dragons! At this time, I would like the class of 2024 to please stand. I would like to congratulate the class of 2024, and I ask you at this time to please join me in moving your tassel from the right to the left as we have now graduated.
Thank you so much for your inspirational words of wisdom, Eloy. I hope we can all find guidance and can appreciate the value of your words in our futures. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us this evening. And on behalf of the class of 2024, we are so appreciative of all of tonight's guests and parents for their continued guidance, love, and support. We would also like to thank the SASA band, board members, and administration for joining us this evening. Please, when you leave this evening, we ask that you head immediately into the gymnasium for light refreshments and to meet your graduate. Thank you and congratulations.